we back with another video. The new season just dropped. We got a lot of stuff to go over. We're gonna go over all the new season rewards. We're gonna go over all the new animations, but we're gonna give y'all the best animations for the season at the point of me making this video. We're gonna go over all that in this video. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, no more talking. Let's just hop into it. Let's go! Alright, so we have the new season. Let's go ahead and look at the new season rewards. I haven't heard anything about it, but it looked like we got mascots. So like the OG mascots will come back. I seen a tweet about somebody saying that the mascots was gonna come back because it's summer to get people to play the game, and 2K fell right into it. Alright, so we got the Lego 2K Drive collection. The trail, I don't know, the trail seemed like a cool idea, but I don't really mess with it. Okay, oversized NASA tee, that's not that bad, but I don't know. Let me see if I can see anything vest. Oh, you get a free jersey. That's cool. They got the cut. They already did this. They already did that before. Okay, so they got the throwback affiliation mascot. Okay, how is that? What's throwback about that though? I don't get the throwback part. My Team NBA Playoffs pack for playing park. Then you get a NASA race suit. That's not that bad, I ain't gonna lie. You get a badge point and a team mascot. I'm gonna be honest, the level 40 is good, but last season for level 30 you got a jetpack for level 30. So I was on here. I ain't never have a jetpack, so I was on here. I'm not gonna lie, level 40 is busting, but like, I don't know, I don't really see the incentive of doing really anything on there. Now, animations. Let's go to the animation store. Let's see what's new. Jump shots. Let's show all. Let's see what's new for the new season. Okay, I was finna say no new jump shots. Okay, let's see. Anthony Davis bases 9 in the game. This is for like the bigs, 6'10" and ups. Let's see. They usually give us one for each category. So they got one for new bigs already. Did I see one? No. Yeah, it's looking tough. It's looking tough so far. Who's like the face of this season? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even see who the new face of the season was. Ricky Rubio for the guards. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And then J.R. Smith. So J.R. Smith gets the new jump shot for the swings. Hey, that may be decent. That may be decent. Even got some pretty decent requirements to even use it. So that may be decent. I ain't gonna lie. That don't look that bad. Is there anything else? I doubt it is, because they usually only... Okay, yeah, there's nothing else. Alright, let's go over the new layups, see what they got. Nothing new layups wise. Any new dunks? They was giving us new dunk styles for like the first couple seasons, then they stopped. So I ain't gonna be too mad at that, because they actually was doing that this year. Jason Tatum dribble pull up is 9 in the game. What the hell? Why he spread his legs like that? That was crazy. Pull up look like it's only good for pull ups. I can't imagine doing a fade with this. But it's like you pulling up dead into the person, so I don't know how that's gonna work. No new spin jumper, no new hop jumper, no new post fade. Okay, post hook. Kareem sky hook is 9 in the game. Okay, that's gonna be kind of toxic. And then Devin Booker hop shot. Okay, let's look at the dribble styles. This is like what's really important. John Stockton. So another 75 speed with ball one. It's probably not that good anyway though. It's John Stockton. Let's be real. Signature size up. Okay. I don't know if this is a girl or what, but this is not an NBA player. It has to be a WNBA player. John Wall, that may be decent. Donovan Mitchell. Okay, Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, that's the new one. John Wall. But it's for the guards only. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember John Wall from last year, so maybe. Kemba Walker's size of escape is 9 in the game. This actually was kind of decent. Nothing crazy, but kind of decent. Oh, but you only need an 86 ball handle for it. That actually may be decent for like 6'9". I ain't gonna lie. 6'9", 6'8". So we'll see. Crossover. Let's see what's new. Allen Iverson. That's it. Don't look like anything new there. Scottie Pippen. Hezzy is in the game. Anything else? Nope. Moving step back. Kyrie Irving. Yeah. I remember when 2K22 first dropped, people was gassing that because it was like the 2K17 hot Hezzy or whatever it was. We don't gotta really look at these, but let's see real quick. Can't see me. What is this? Oh, that's the John Cena. Nothing else. Double head tap. That's kind of trash. Mopping you up. That's gotta be like a pause. Like that has to be like a pause, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Mopping you up, like that's like a play on words, isn't it? Yeah, nah, these looking kind of trash. Yeah. All right, that look like all the new animations. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, bro, 2K not really giving us nothing new, crazy anymore. At one point, they was giving us hella new animations for dribbles. They was giving us new dunks. I don't know what's going on. But that's pretty much all the new animations. Let's go over the best animations in the game. All right, so now let's get into the jump shots. Now, when it comes to the best jump shots for the swings, this is the most popular build, so we're gonna go over this first. So when it comes to best jump shot for swings, I think we have new ones. I think the new one was J.R. Smith. Hopefully it's on here. Yeah, J.R. Smith is now on here. So if you guys want to use J.R. Smith, I'll give y'all some good releases to go with that. But I'm not going to be giving y'all that today. Today, we're going to be going over the ones I personally would recommend and the ones I personally would use. Kyle Kuzma is the main base that I would say is my go-to. Now, I haven't really been using that lately, but if my jump shot feels off, I can go back to it and get my jump shot right back, sparking like crazy. The only reason why I don't use it as much, though, is because it changes timings. But if I get that same timing every single time, it's green bean. It's that simple. Now, when it comes to ones that I use in rotation, I would definitely have to say that's one. Torian Prince is another one. That's a really good base. When it comes to the last one that I've been using the most lately, I would have to say has to be Tobias Harrison. Shout out to whoever was in chat and told me to use this. Now, I had tested all these jump shots, but I'm gonna be honest, I did not like Tobias Harris as much as I do now. And I don't know what it is, maybe with a couple packages and stuff like that, but Tobias Harris has been like my main jump shot across all my builds. So yeah, Tobias Harris is the one. Now, when it comes to other popular jump shots, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, O'Shea Brissett, a lot of other jump shots. Just think of pretty much people that can shoot in the NBA, and they're gonna have a really good base. Now, the Stephen Curry of the swings is the Ray Allen's. Another one is the Kyle Korver. I think J.R. Smith may be in that area too, but the Ray Allen is the one I would say is the Stephen Curry of the swings. Now, when it comes to releases, the releases I've been running is Sadiq Bey. Now in the short, I kind of tweaked on y'all. I kind of only said the Klay Thompsons, the Jason Tatums, the Larry Birds, and the Oscars. But Sadiq Bey is definitely my go-to release right now when it comes to release one. And then my secondary release has definitely been Oscar Robinson for majority of this year. Now, when it comes to the build or jump shot, I try to go 50. I try to go release speed max, and then I try to blend it more so I can be able to use the jump shot. So it's like 65, I think. May even go 64 so I can get it as close as possible to 60-40, but since I can't get 60-40 on this build, that's just kind of how I do it. But yeah, I most likely probably do go 65-35, but you also got to be looking at the blending to see how good it meshes together. But yeah, this is the jump shot I've been rocking with for pretty much a good percentage of the past season, and that's probably what I'm gonna be rocking with for this season as well, trying to get them mascots for this season. All right, so when it comes to the guards, we went over the swings first to just throw it off a little bit, but the guards is definitely the second most popular, especially when it comes to jump shots. So let's go over the guards. So the best base in the game, in my opinion, totality, has to be Stephen Curry. If it's not Kyle Kuzma, for me, has to be Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is the best all-around base in the game. Now, one thing I have noticed, when you get up in like the three-point rating, your jump shot gets faster. I don't know what the reason for that really is, but it definitely does speed up the jump shot. So like my 99 three-point build, especially if you're shorter, it speeds it up significantly. So Stephen Curry is my favorite one, especially on this exact build. But when it comes to other jump shots you can use, these are a lot faster on this one as well. Kyle Lowry is really good. So if you want something that's similar to like the jump shot 3 from last year, Kyle Lowry is really, really good. So shout out to chat for that one. Another good one is definitely going to be KPJ. Now this is the one I'm probably the most comfortable with when it comes to my non-sharp build. So if I'm talking about like my main like guard build, I use KPJ and Kyle Lowry because I can't even get Curry. So these are the ones I would definitely have to recommend basis wise when it comes to in this game. Now for the video purposes, we're gonna show y'all with Kyle Lowry. Now when it comes to the releases, you're gonna want to go with Steph Curry, and you're gonna want to go with an Oscar Robinson. Now real quick, I want to show y'all some other bases because somebody on my video commented this, and I really do mess with these other bases. So you got a lot of other bases you can go with. You can go with the AI and the Trey Burks. You can go with some off-brand Curries like the Markelle Fultz. So let me show you guys that real quick, because I think people be thinking I'm trolling, but it's literally Stephen Curry jump shot. The James Harden, just think about any player in NBA or NBA history that can shoot. Steve Kerr, Derrick Rose even has a good jump shot on here. The Trey Youngs, the Kyrie Irvings, the Damian Lillards, the Darius Garlands. A lot of just think of players in the NBA that can shoot, and they're probably gonna have a good jump shot on the game. But yeah, one that's really good, that's really underrated. I think Fultz. If you didn't know, Brissett got popular because it was like an off-brand Curry, but I think Fultz is the better one. The only thing is, it's literally only on the guard, so you can't use it if you're a swing. You can't use it if you're big, but if you're swinging big, you can use the O'Shea Brissett. But I don't really like O'Shea Brissett like that. I only started using that really because of the fact that my team. But yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can spell know my ABCs. So hold on. Markelle Fultz. Okay, Markelle Fultz. And then you're gonna go with Oscar Robertson. Where is this? Okay. And then you're gonna go max speed. And then you're gonna blend it. You're either gonna blend it to Curry and it's gonna be 60-40. Or you're gonna blend it towards Oscar and it's gonna be 60-40. I don't think going beyond that is really important. And I think this is the one I personally would go with. No matter if I'm going Markelle Fultz, no matter if I'm going Stephen Curry, no matter if I'm going Kyle Lowry, no matter if I'm going KPJ, that's the one I personally would go with, max speed animation blending. Now, if you didn't know, release speeds does matter because there's 5 of them on guards, there's 4 of them on swings, and there's 3 of them on bigs. So let's go ahead, hop into the bigs. All right, so last but not least is gonna be the bigs. When it comes to the best bigs in the game, or not best bigs, but best jump shots for bigs, let's go ahead and hop into it. First things first is going to be LaMarcus Aldridge on the first page. Really good base. An underrated one is honestly Thanasis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of people don't really know about that, so we're going to keep that on the low key. But Chris Bosh is one. Every single time I see somebody that's a big running this, it's green bean. Then you got the Kevin Durant's. That's really good wherever it may be. Okay, Kevin Durant. Then you got the rookies. I would say the Paolo Banchero, Jabari Smiths are really good, but those are really more so on the fast side. But the one I would personally have to recommend is the Kevin Durant or LaMarcus Aldridge or the Chris Bosh. Now, when it comes to releases, I think you can just think of it. Just think of big men that can shoot, and you got it. So I'm gonna say the Tim Duncans, I'm gonna say the Kevin Loves, and I'm gonna say the Dirk Nowitzki's. Kelly Olynyk is one that you can use to speed it up, but these are the ones I would personally have to recommend. I would say Tim Duncan. You can even go Tim Duncan, Kevin Love if you want it to be really smooth. I personally more so rather something smooth than anything, but if you want better attributes, I think Dirk is the one that you want to go with. So yeah, and I would blend it more so 60-40 in the direction that you want to go. I personally would go like this to have it more smooth for me, but you probably want to go more so to Dirk. I'm gonna be honest, if you want better attributes. All right, so for the shot creative animations, first things first is gonna be the dribble pull-ups. When it comes to the dribble pull-ups, we got to go over pretty much all builds. So when it comes to the guards, I think the best dribble pull-up in the game is Trae Young. The one that I use though is the Ben McLemore. I have been using Donovan Mitchell for a little bit because of the pull-up, but I'm not gonna lie, pull-up is not really for me. I like the Ben McLemore though. Trae Young is not bad though. It's definitely the most popular one in the game. I like it a lot. It's definitely the most popular because it's the hardest to get contest on. But another one is Tyler Hero, and as a Heat fan, I like using it. I had to get used to it from playing my team a little bit, but yeah, I definitely think that Trae Young may have a little bit of an edge over that. Now, when it comes to the 6'5" to 6'9", hands down the best one in the game, in my opinion, is Michael Jordan, and that's even if we talking about the guards. I think Michael Jordan is the best all around. Has the best pull-ups, has the best fades, has all that. Now, another good one is Devin Booker. This is what my friend uses. He stopped using it last season a little bit because he kind of got a little rusty with it, but Devin Booker also has some really decent ones. KD has some decent ones. Tyler Hero, again, is good. Kawhi is okay, but I don't really like it. That's just me. Zach LaVine is an underrated one. Jason Tatum is a new one, but it's kind of like the Donovan Mitchell, but for I guess, swings. So that's what I'll say. The popular ones is definitely going to be, I think it's one of these normals. I think it's normal too. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this is the one that pretty much all the most overpowered cards on my team has, normal too. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that. It may be normal though. I'm not really sure which one it is. It's one of these. I'm pretty sure it's normal too though. Now, when it comes to the bigs, you can't use normals. You can't use the Bradley Beals, the Devin Bookers, the Tyler Heroes, the Michael Jordan, you can't do it. You can't do it. So with that being said, the only one y'all really can use that y'all see on this list is the Kevin Durant, because you just have to be at least 6'5". So just like the 6'5" to 6'9" can use, you can use this if you're a big. So yeah, this is the one I would definitely have to recommend the most for bigs. I think you can also use Dirk. I think you may even be able to use Jokic, but I know for a fact you can use KD and the basics. So those are the ones I would definitely have to recommend the most. All right, next is the spin jumpers. I'm gonna be honest, you don't even have to really look at these. I think Allen Iverson is good for like you want to take people's ankles, but you only can use these on guards. I think Trae Young is good. The Nate Robinson is good. The Stephen Curry is good. But honestly, bro, I think the pro and the normal are the best ones no matter what. So even if you're a guard, a swing, you can use the pro. But I mean, even if you're a guard, swing, or a big, you can use the normal, and I think the normal is the better one. I think pro is really for like catch people off guard. So if you're not spamming spin jumper every single game, you're just using this to just bail yourself out, especially on like the twos court, it's really good. Threes is not really as viable because rim run is just so OP, but I think on the twos court, like where it's so much space and like you can just get this off a lot more regularly, I think it's definitely really good. Normal is really for like an actual shot creator though. Like if you're a real shot creator and you really got like a bag to you, yeah, normal is definitely the one for you, gang. All right, next is the pop jumper. I have been testing out basic too, but nah, don't use that. I'm gonna be honest. Now we're gonna go over for the guards first. For the guards, I'm gonna have to recommend the Trae Youngs, the Allen Iversons, the Stephen Currys, even the Steph Currys, even some of these normals and pros. Now, the one that I personally think is the best, I've said this since season 1, Kyle Lowry. That's just that simple. It's like the big hop step. It gets the most space. It's just the best one. I even seen people doing the animation glitch to even get this on other builds. I don't advise of it because you could get banned. But yeah, Kyle Lowry definitely the best one in the game. Now, when it comes to the swings, I would have to recommend. I think the swings is a big drop off from the guards. I'm not gonna lie, but you still have the pros, which are probably arguably some of the best ones. Normals are some good ones, but you can also go with the Harrison Barnes, the Devin Bookers. You know what I'm saying? The James Harden for that double hop back. The Zach LaVines. The Glenn Robinsons. Those are really decent ones. Now, when it comes to the bigs, I would have to say the Dirk Nowitzki. I would have to say like the Kevin Durant's. I would have to say some of these basics. But the one I think is the best one for the big is Nikola Jokic. I would even argue this is arguably the best one in the game. It creates a lot of space, and it's that one-legged, really like fast animation where it's really tough to get a contest on that a lot percentage of the time. So I would definitely have to say the Jokic. But another one that's really good is Dirk. Dirk is really good as well. Like I see a lot of bigs using this and getting this off at a really good rate. So yeah, Dirk may be a good one, especially when it comes to the green window. So yeah. All right, so when it comes to the dribble moves, first things first is going to be the dribble styles. When it comes to the dribble styles, you got a lot of these things to go over. We're going to go from top to bottom. So if you're not really reaching any requirements, like on my 6'10", I have to use one of these, but I'm not able to use Gabby Williams. I use Pro. Pro is really, really good. A lot of people be trying to say Joel Embiid. I've tried it. I don't understand why people be pushing for that. But yeah, Pro, I would definitely go with Pro. Now, when it comes to that next category, you got the 75 plus. Now, this is the most popular one, Michael Jordan. This is arguably the fastest one, and it's the most like familiar for people because it's the closest thing to quick when it comes to like previous 2K. So Michael Jordan is probably the best all around because it's the best bang for your buck, and it's arguably the fastest one in the game. But you also got the ones like LeBron, Zach LaVine, Ja Morant. They even got the new one, John Stockton. Now, when it comes to like higher tier stuff, you got the Chris Pauls, you got the Steve Nash, you got the Allen Iverson. I think Allen Iverson is more utilized. I would think Chris Paul would be one that's really good for like under 6'5". Allen Iverson is good for people that has like that 85 speed ball, but it's like it's just as fast as Michael Jordan, but it's just a different type of speed boost. So you probably would still rather Michael Jordan. Then you got Kobe Bryant, which is more so like the 2K21 speed glitch, but that doesn't mean it's the fastest one. It's just the way that it's speed boost. So you can still just say you're gonna go with Michael Jordan though because it's arguably faster. Then you got the Stephen Curry, which I would argue is the fastest. It's just a little bit different in comparison to the way that you want to speed boost. And Michael Jordan is not just good for speed boosting, but it's also good for misdirection. So yeah, again, Michael Jordan probably still is the best one out of all the dribble styles in the game. No matter what speed of ball you are, as long as you have a 75, you should be straight. And they're not even really adding no new ones, which is crazy. But yeah, that just kind of is what it is. All right, next is the signature size up. Now, when it comes to the signature size up, you got a lot to go with. Now, the best ones in the game is really like all the ones that's like under 6'5". So you got the Stephen Curry, the Steve Francis, the Darius Garlands, the Kyrie Irvings, the Damian Lillards, the Jordan Pooles. Like a lot of these are just good they just put the best ones for these under 6'5". Now, I found a secret one that's really good at Rajon Rondo. You can use this on a lot of builds. Even if you're a big, it has no height requirement and it's only 70. And I've been using this a lot. But yeah, that's not even it. You also got like the Kemba Walkers and the Trae Youngs. Now, out of all the ones that's under 6'5", I would recommend the most Trae Young, Steve Francis, and Derrick Rose is my favorite from under 6'5". That's what I used all last year, and that's what I've been using ever since it dropped this year. Now, Steve Francis is probably the most popular of those. Now, if you don't want to use Rajon Rondo, one that's really good is Tracy McGrady. If you don't want to use Tracy McGrady, you can go with De'Aaron Fox. You can also go with Dwayne Wade. And they actually dropped some new ones this season that you can also go with, and you should be straight with as well. All right, next is going to be the size of escape packages. When it comes to the size of escape packages, I think the best ones are the best ones still. You got the Stephen Currys, the Trae Youngs, those have the highest requirements. But the thing about the size of escape packages in comparison to the signature size ups, you can be under, just as long as you're under 6'10", you can use these. It just has the ball handle requirement. I think that we kind of trolled the ball handle requirement when Mike Wynn was trying to give us this stuff earlier in the year, because more builds would have been a lot more viable and stuff like that. But I think it does nerf like the 6'9". I think the 6'9" would be a really, really OP. It just would make like the 6'7", the 6'8" a lot better as well. So I don't know. It really depends on how you look at it. But yeah, Trae Young, Stephen Curry are the best ones. I think Trae Young is the best one for misdirection. But if you want the combination of everything, the LeBron AI hot back with all the misdirection and the Curry slide, Curry is the best one. Now, the one I like the most is Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, you only need a 90+, and you can use it if you're 6'7". Damian Lillard is pretty much Stephen Curry, but it doesn't have the it just doesn't have the Curry slide, but it has a little bit better misdirection in my opinion. The Curry slide is what makes Curry like the most all around it, because that's one of the most overpowered moves in the game. But Damian Lillard has pretty much everything else except the crabs are better in my opinion. Now, you also go with the Kyries. You can go with the LeBron. If you have too low rating, this is like really good if you just want to do that hot back. Paul George is decent. Kemba Walker is a new one, so if you're 6'9" or 6'8" and you want to use something that's really good all around, you can go with Kemba Walker as well. One that I had tested out was Zach LaVine. Another one was Chris Paul, but John Wall is really good for crabs, and those are ones I would personally have to recommend for the size of escape packages. All right, next is the moving crossover. I have been using the Zach LaVine for a little bit, but I'm gonna be honest, the Jordan pull is just it for me. Now, the meta one is hands down the Russell Westbrook. This is like easy, like what people use to get in front of people in a lot of situations. It's really, really tough to guard. But for me, I like being different, and Jordan Poole is the one I favor the most. Now, there are some other good ones for just tweens and crossovers. I would have to say Lonzo Ball, James Harden, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, all ones I would definitely thoroughly recommend. If you want the really fast ones, you can go with Chris Paul and John Wall. But yeah, you can just go with Russell Westbrook or Poole mainly, and you'll be fine as well. I'm gonna be honest. All right, next to moving behind the back. Now, moving behind the back, every single time I try to demo with something else, I just go back to pro. I found myself getting bump stolen a lot more when I use anything else but pro. So pro, in my opinion, is the best one in the game. I still have yet to see like the Damian Lillard, Scottie Pippen from last year. If you remember last year, it was Damian Lillard first season. Then for the rest of the year, it was Scottie Pippen. We don't have that. Like they got the Damian Lillard this year. They got like some that's like kind of like it, but it's not the same. So I like the pro. That's my favorite one. You can go with any of these ones that you like. That's just what I like. I'm gonna be honest. All right, next is the moving spin. Moving spin, the best one in my opinion is the basic moving spin, because that has all the spin backs. But if you're not really a spin back person, you can go with Kevin Durant, Penny, LeBron, Nikola Jokic, or Steve Nash. I just go with basic for the spin backs, and that's really the only time I'm really even using a moving spin. All right, next is the moving hezzy. You can go with the Luka, the KD, or the Levine. It's really up to you which one of you want to go with. I've been running Luka since season 1, and I've been very comfortable with it, so that's what I've been running. But the other two are also really, really good as well. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with any of these three. And again, the moving step back. Now we have a new one that's really good. I think the Kyrie, people gonna be using it because it does have that little hezzy from like old 2K, so people can really try to shoot off that and stuff like that. But I still would probably have to recommend the Luka the most. I think Luka is comfortable for everybody because people have been using it since season 1, and it's good for combos. I don't even use it a lot, but it is really good to bail you out of certain situations, like when you don't have a lot of adrenaline boost, and if you don't want to waste adrenaline boost. So yeah, Luka, Jimmy Butler's a good one. James Harden's a good one for snatchbacks. Tatum has good side steps, but those are the only ones I would personally even recommend. All right, next is the triple threat style. There's only one I would even remotely look at. I think this is the most underrated package in the game, and I think this is by far the best one in the game. There are some other good ones, but this one is just leaps and bounds beyond the other ones, in my honest opinion, and that's going to be Michael Jordan triple threat style. All right, next is the pass style. Now in this build, I have no ability to get the LaMelo, the Stephen Curry, the LeBron, the Magic, or the Jason Williams. This is how I say. If you like have a higher tier pass rating, I think LaMelo's the best. But honestly, none is like honestly the best one. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the balance of everything, I prefer none. If you don't really care about changing your teammates' timings on next gen, LeBron is definitely the best one. Now, when it comes to not being a guard, I think it's the best one. If you're a lock, a big, it's the best one. But none, it just has everything going for it that LeBron has. It just doesn't change the teammates' jump shots that much. So I like none. But it's really all preference. Like I said, when I made the pass style video, I knew I would change up on it. LaMelo is my favorite. Steph Curry's not even remotely in my top 3 anymore. So it's just kind of crazy. But yeah, none, in my opinion, is the best one. LaMelo's another good one, but LeBron is probably the most popular one as well. All right, next is going to be the best dunk packages in the game. Now, when it comes to the best dunk packages in the game, the best two-handed dunks in the game, or just anything off 1, off 2, I would definitely have to say off 1s are better than off 2. That's just my personal preference. But if I'm going with anything for these type of dunks, I'm gonna definitely have to go with the quick drops off 1. That's what I believe is the best one. I think they kind of nerfed it a little bit with limitless takeoff. I don't know what they did, but it doesn't activate to the same frequency as it was like early mid season 6. I don't know, they've been doing like some little tiny tweaks mid season to a lot of stuff. Like one season they tweaked a little bit on the shooting. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's still really good though. It's just a little nerf, not too crazy. Front clutches, double clutch, I think is another one that's really good. They didn't really nerf this. So if you feel like your drops are not coming out as much or as frequently, go with the front clutches and it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be good. I don't know if I said the front clutch is not coming out as frequently. I meant to say quick drops, but you know what I mean. Same difference. Now, when it comes to the NBA players, I would definitely have to recommend like the Russell Westbrook. This has a really good amount of animation. It has that two-hand animation right there is like that's arguably the best two-hand dunk package or animation in the game. They also have some of the best one-hand dunk packages or animation in the game. Now, Clyde Drexler has another great one-hand animation in the game that's really, really unblockable. It's just slow. That's the only thing I say about Clyde. It's just slow. But it also has some of the best one-hand dunk packages or animations in the game. The only thing about Clyde is it has that bad one-hand dunk that I hate. So I like using it because it has 3 great one hands, but it does have this exact one. I hate it. Now, another good one is LeBron, but I only use this on my big. I don't really use this on this build. Michael Jordan is really good, but like it's really mainly good because it's not gonna get blocked in a lot because of the cradles. But that free throw line dunk is just OP. Ja Morant is really good for rim hangs. Vince Carter is good to have flash because if you didn't know, like you get a little bit bonus to your dunk whenever you do a flashy, and those are the ones I would personally have to recommend. Now when it comes to contact dunks is going to be all based off your preference. Do you want to have all of these on? Do you want to have one on to be flashy and stuff like that? That's all on you. Whichever ones you put on, that's going to be on you. But the more packages you have, the more frequency you have, but at the same time you can do the dunk meter, so it really wouldn't matter too much either at that point. So yeah, it's just on you how you want to do it. So I would just say I use Elite because I just play the game for fun. But people that's like commenting on my videos be like, bro, you can't be serious. Like, come on. Like, just use what you want to do. I'm not even going to fight you on that. When it comes to the big man dunks, I'm going to just say two-hand under basket regular. That's all you really need. I don't really use any of these other stuff. I think two-hand, even on my like big man 6'10", that's like a Giannis build, I only use the two-hand under basket because I go two hands for safety. Now when it comes to the standing, I think you should use both of these. No matter what, you should use both of these. But if you do get the Elite, I might just use the Elite, but I don't have the Elite. All right, now we back. All right, now when it comes to the alley-oops, you're going to go with the Elites, the Zion. But if you have the Pro and you're a big man, I think you should just go Pro, Elite, Zion. But if you're not a big man, I would just say Elite and Zion. Now, some locks do need to have standing dunks, but these, like, even if you don't have these on, you'll get standing dunk. It's just going to be that one standing dunk every single time. But Elite and Zion are just going to be a lot faster the time than the Pro, so that's why I like doing it like that. But if you're a big man, you do need the Pro because you need those standing lobs. Now, same thing like I said for the contact dunks, but only thing here is if you're playing with people that don't know how to trigger contact alley-oops on a high frequency, there is a way to trigger it at a real high frequency, but it's all on the passer. It really has nothing to do with you as the contact dunker. So you have to really play with people that know how to do it. I know how to do it. People I play with now, they kind of know how to do it, but they don't really understand what they be doing when they get it to work. So I would just say put on as many of these as possible. Me personally, I just be risking it. I just like playing the game for fun. And if I'm getting an alley-oop contact, I want it to be the craziest thing possible every single time. So I only run the elites. It's just me. That's just a preference. But yeah, you can go with the pros, the elites, the small, the big, whatever ones you have. It's just going to get you a much more frequency. So yeah, that's just what I'll say. All right, next is going to be the layup style. Now, we're not going to go over too many. We're just going to go over like a top 5 layups in the entire game. Now, some of the most underrated layups in the game is definitely the default small swing, but the most underrated one easily is fundamental. That's one I've been using on pretty much all my builds. It has the crazy scoops, it has great floaters, it has, like pretty much if you're a build that don't really have a lot of dunk ability, I think this is really good for you, especially if you're undersized. It has a lot of good stuff, and it goes hand in hand with Giants layer, and it's really good. I'm just saying that it's just really good. Now, some other ones that you can definitely go with. I think Lone Athlete has to be in the conversation. I think John Wall has to be in the conversation. I think Ja Morant has to be in the conversation, and I think Kyrie Irving, wherever that may be, has to be in the conversation. Those are the layup packages I would personally recommend the most, and the one I've been using the most lately, though, I will say, has been fundamental. That's what I'll say. All right, next is going to be the post score animations. First things first is going to be the post fade. I got more to show you guys than usual. So, pretty much all like the legendary post fades, the Dirks, the MJs, the Kobes. All these are really good. Now, I'm not going to lie. The difference between the Kobe fade and the MJ fade, before this year, it would be like normal 4 or something like that. And I would always use that. And that was supposed to be like the Kobe MJ fade. But now they've kind of combined it into 3 different ones. So you got the Jason Tatum that's really good. You got the Michael Jordan that's really good. The Kobe that's really good. And these are all preference. But the Kobe is the one that's like the closest to the normal 4. So I've been using that. But you can also go with any of these other ones as well. Now, when it comes to the Dirk, everybody knows about the Dirk with the leg kick. Like, come on, man. One of the most unguardable shots in NBA history. 7 foot doing that is crazy. Nothing you can do about that. Pro 2 is also a decent window as well. All right, next is going to be the post hooks. Now, they finally have added the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hook. But the one that I don't usually talk about a lot is the Shaq. I'm going to be honest, though. I don't really feel right giving y'all boys, putting y'all on game to post hooks, because this is some of the most toxic stuff in NBA 2K history. I don't know when did post hooks get like crazy popular, but yeah, super toxic. And yeah, these are the best ones in the game. Now, this is a post. Now, if you use this, I'm gonna be honest, you deserve some respect as a post scorer. This is the post hop shot. This is the stuff that actually takes skill. There's a lot of ways you can use a post hop shot to get to the rim and get a dunk. So a lot of ways you can use a post hop shot to get even more open for your post fade. And the ones I would recommend is the Kobe Bryant or the Dirk Nowitzki. So yeah, those are the ones I definitely would have to recommend most. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications to be the first at every single one of the videos. Share this video to anybody you think would help. I got a lot of stuff in store for y'all this season. I'm going to try to keep the daily uploads coming. It may not seem like I uploaded yesterday, but I did upload a short. It may be like a cheat, but it just is what it is. But tomorrow I got y'all with another video. The day after that, the day after that. They just gonna keep coming. So just make sure to be in tune. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, it's your boy Fitz. And I have to be, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!